Good afternoon, family and friends, and welcome to Smokepot and Balanced Kitchen. You're here with your boy Smokepot, and today we'll be doing something quite simple. You know, everybody loves a good fried chicken wing, but this one that I'll be doing, it's called French fried chicken. It's real from back in the days, the way our grandparents and our parents did it in Jamaica. So I'll be showing you how it's seasoned and everything. So firstly, I'm going to be using a little bit of powdered pimento seasoning powder, all right? Half teaspoon. Next, I'll be using some chicken seasoning. This I'll be using 1 teaspoon. Next, I'll be using some all-purpose. I'll be using 1 teaspoon. And then I'll be using some cayenne pepper. I'll be using half teaspoon. I'll also be using 2 Sazon seasonings. And all I'll be doing now is make sure it's all rubbed in properly, and then I'm going to be leaving it for an half an hour after I finish everything. With a nice rub, get those seasoning all over it, and then I'll be leaving it for an half an hour, and then we continue from there. So now the next step in making our nice, beautiful French fried chicken, old school style, is we get some flour. Usually if you have self-rising flour, that's good. You can also add some baking powder to it. But definitely, this is the all-purpose flour, so I'll definitely be using some baking powder. And the baking powder will allow the chicken to have that crispy, fluffy thing about it. All right, then what I do is I'm gonna be seasoning my flour. So I use one Sazon seasoning in the flour. I use some cayenne pepper, about 1 teaspoon. Put some black pepper, about a 1/4 teaspoon. If you have the cayenne pepper. And once again, it's all up to your taste. What is it that you work with? All right. And we're gonna use some all-purpose seasoning. We're gonna put 1 teaspoon all-purpose in it, and then some chicken seasoning. We're gonna use half teaspoon, and our grounded pimento seed, just a little 1/4. Now what you do now, you mix this in properly. Okay, you mix this in properly. Now the baking powder and everything, you need that all over. Okay, we sort of separate our egg from our flour. I know some people, some professionals and different people, they'll make a batter with both the egg and the flour. But the way we did it back in the days, we separated them. So now, what we're gonna do now, this is where I'm gonna be putting my eggs. And similarly, I'll be seasoning my eggs, but not with too much seasoning. So I'm going to use some turmeric. You whip it up first. And whip it up real nicely. Then you can add, so I'm saying you add some turmeric. Good flavor, very healthy, and also helps with the color. Sazon, the color and the Sazon, you see the difference immediately. 1 teaspoon of chicken seasoning, and that's it. You make that together, you beat that properly. And then that's the wash that you're going to be using for your chicken before you roll them in your flour. So now that I've made my flour, seasoned flour, and I've made my egg wash with seasoning, now I'm going to be putting the chicken, and I'm going to start the frying process. When I'm doing chicken wings, I usually try to fold them like this and keep them like that, because if you don't, then it's going to be opening up in the pot. So I usually do them like that. All right, so you put them in your egg, seasoned egg, and then you put them in your flour. You make sure everyone is getting all the eggs. And then from the flour now, you make sure you have them completely covered with the baking powder, flour, and everything. And then you add them to your oil. Make sure your oil is enough for like a deep fry. Okay, because to get them the crispy way, the way that, as I told you, it's called French fried chicken, you sort of like deep fry them. So you shake off a little flour and put them in your pot. Shake them off a little and put it in the pot. In the pot. Do not drop them. Your oil is going to spill. You take them as close as you can to the oil and you just lay them. Now, in about 5 to 7 minutes, the chicken wings, depends on the size, depends the type of meat you're cooking and all of that. You're fine. So now it's time I'm going to be turning my wings. So beautiful they look. They are gorgeous. They are gorgeous, they're crispy, the color is right. That's what a fry wing should look like. Okay. Alright, you give that the next 5 minutes and that wings will be perfectly soaked and everything. And now, time to take out. Take a nice look at what we have. Nice crispy chicken wings. Beautiful colors. And remember, this is French fried chicken wings. Real old school from back in the days. This is how my grandma, my ma, grandaunt, all of them used to do. And as you can see, it's beautiful. The smell is out of this world. This is my French fried chicken, Jamaican style. So with my French fried chicken wings, I had made some rice and bean, as is almost cultural on a Sunday. And I also made some mixed vegetables with a slice of avocado or pear, and that's what we are going to be eating today. So let me just add my chicken wing to my nice plate that I have right here. And that is my French fried chicken wings, Jamaican style, from way back in the days. I made it with some rice and beans, avocado, and some mixed vegetable. So now it's time to do my most favorite part. No, it's not. It's one of my favorite part, wherein I taste for you guys. You know what? I'm gonna act greedy today. Wings is not about something you cut. So very crispy, well seasoned, extremely nice. Get a taste of my rice and vegetable. It's very delicious. My mom would be extremely proud of me. Guys, I can't contain myself, it's so good. But anyhow, remember, if you like my videos, remember it's Smokepot and Balanced Kitchen. And apart from that, please subscribe, share, like, and make a comment. If there's something you'd like me to cook, just put it in the comment section and I'll definitely do it for you, alright? So love, peace out, be safe.